Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is your boy Alyx, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. This is the go-home show for Survivor Series this Sunday. Some of you had no idea that Survivor Series was happening this Sunday. Be honest. Well, guess what? It's happening this Sunday. Yes, I know, we just got done with Crown Jewel and Evolution. All of this stuff is so close together. Shh. Middle of a video. All this stuff is so close together. It's kind of hard to keep up. But guess what? Survivor Series is this Sunday, as well as War Games this Saturday. You know what that means? Tomorrow night, the big preview. NXT TakeOver War Games 2 and Survivor Series 2018 will happen tomorrow night immediately following SmackDown. So, be there. Get your popcorns ready, because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to Survivor Series. But let's go ahead and get into Raw first, before we get to Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver. If this is the first time you're watching me, not the best broadcast to watch me on, but I'll try to make it good. First off, like the video. The goal for this video, for this broadcast, is 200 likes. Now, I'm going backwards from last week's goal. Last week's goal was 250, and I kind of feel like that was reaching a little bit. We did some good. I mean, we got, I think one Raw review got 225 likes, so it surpassed 200 likes. But let's go ahead and pull back this week. Let's go back to 200, and I think once we're able to get things going a little bit stronger, we'll go back to 250. So, back to 200 this week. Although, if you want to aim for 250, go for it. Like the video as much as you can. But the goal is 200 for this Raw review. And then Survivor Series NXT preview, NXT UK, and then 205 Live will happen Wednesday. Friday will be the results video of top 5 wrestlers who could be the face of WWE. Then Saturday, Sunday will be reviews for NXT TakeOver War Games and Survivor Series. So, the goal for all these broadcasts is 200 this week. And my moderators will help facilitate that, because you guys are awesome. But also, subscribe if this is the first time you're watching me and you haven't already. If you want to help expand the brand of your boy Alyx, man, you can do a couple of things. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, check out everything down below in the description box, as well as links to my PayPal, Patreon. And if you want to donate, use those too, or use Super Chat. But you can also buy yourself a Alyx t-shirt today. A Alyx t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. And also, the channel is sponsored by WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate is a monthly subscription service that sends you wrestling merchandise straight to your door for a monthly subscription price. If you want yourself a WrestleCrate, the link to it is down below in the description. And if you use the promo code Alyx, you will get your first box 20% off. That's promo code Alyx, for your first box 20% off. I think that's everything. Who's here? Who here in the live chat? Who's joining me? By the way, let me see who decided to message your boy Alyx, Alright. We're good. Now, who's here? We got the big dog, Israel Palestine. Nintendo Porn Company, I still love that name, by the way. Black Cyborg Gaming, Ajax 25, Christopher Belvins, Kai Vermillion, T.Y. William, AJ Envoy, Jeremiah. Listen, hold on, let me get this one right. This is hard. This one's hard. Jeremiah Bishundile. I think I got you right. I think I got it right. Deshaun Dodge, Dango Orilla. Dango Orilla. Close enough. Swag Fan 100. Alex King. HS. Mad Money Mo. Elias Ademi. Jay Salick. Star Wars Fan. Who they come? Oh, Jesus Christ. Godzilla Hawk. Star Wars Fan. Sorry about that. Big B Wolf. J Ray. True Fighter 901. The Wrestling Reviewer. 07 Freestyle. String Magician. Interesting name. The Fire Azantos, Charizard King 2002, Isaiah Webb, Brendan Kambambia, David Jackson, Isaiah, I already said Isaiah Webb, sorry, but Mike Blue T, Eric Gonzalez, BT, Keon Cody. Oh my God, there's a lot of people here. I'm gonna run out of breath before I do the review. One more. Who didn't I call? Dunny Thomas. Okay, and Joseph Winters. That's it. No more. No more. Whew. There's a lot of people here. Welcome. Like the video. Moderators, keep me on like check. Keep me on like check. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, before we get into Raw, we got some things to talk about. Some of you are wondering why Raw didn't go overtime this week. What happened to the 15-minute overrun? You know, the usual typical last hour of Raw, whether it's 2 hour or 3 hour, it always went 15 minutes, 10 minutes over. What happened? Well, it was reported this week by Fightful.com that Monday Night Raw will no longer have an overrun. It has been cut down to just 3 hours. Not 3 hours and 15 minutes, just 3 hours. Now, this would be a big deal if the show was still 2 hours. I would be like, oh, I don't know about that. That's cutting away time. But let's be real. Ever since going 3 hours, it never really needed the overrun. Honestly, this is good. I think the 3 hours is good enough. They can condense everything within that short period of time. I don't think the overrun is necessary anymore. 3 hours is plenty of time. Too much time. Honestly, if I had it my way, I would have kept the overrun but got rid of the third hour. I don't mind having the overrun if it was 2 hours. But no. I don't personally like that we're still keeping the 3 hours, but we're getting rid of the overrun. Like, that's gonna help things. But yeah, man, that's the reason why they don't have an overrun now. I guess this is a network decision. WWE isn't saying anything about it. It's coming from USA. USA felt you don't need that overrun, so we're cutting you down. But again, it's still 3 hours. It's still a 3 hour show. Not much is changing here. But those of you wondering what you guys saw on Monday, why it was only 3 hours and that was it, because they cut off the overrun. Kind of weird at first, but don't worry, you'll get used to it. Personally, nobody's complaining. I'm not. What else happened? Oh yeah, people are talking about it in the live chat. We lost a pioneer today. A visionary. The Marvel visionary. Stan Lee passed away at 95, right? Almost 100 years old. And for me, Stan Lee is one of those people that just feels like he will live forever. You know, Betty White, Stan Lee, Morgan Freeman. There are plenty of others I can't think of right now. I can even put Bernie Sanders in there. But they're the kind of people I feel like will live forever. Like, when I'm in my 50s, they'll still be alive. And then they pass away. And then you're reminded once again. That's so appropriate!
Next goal, make Raw only 2 hours instead.
Eddie Lamb, that was perfect. That was perfect. On the money. Great donation timing. We are living our lives. Life is too short to take it for granted. Someone like Stan Lee was blessed to go 95 years. Bless him. Vince McMahon is another one that's living his life. Sure.
Becky planned this one on her own. No credit to Shane.
I'm pretty sure Shane will take credit somehow. Regardless, Stan Lee lived a great life. And to hear that he passed away, it was sad, actually. You know, that's someone who did so much. So much for the comic book industry. Not just Marvel, but everybody involved. And then, of course, his input into Marvel Studios. If there was no Stan Lee, we wouldn't have what we have with Marvel Studios and Marvel Comics or anything. There would be no Marvel. But thank you. You know, thank you, Stan Lee, for everything you've done. Rest in peace. I could do an entire video on Stan Lee, but this is a Raw review. But it does suck that we lost a visionary. However, $95. Just a reminder that we're... Really? No donations that time? Nobody can come up with a donation right when we need it. Thanks. Alright, fine. Life is too short. We need to live, so... Rest in peace, Stanley. Thank you for everything. Alright, now... Let's get to it. Monday Night Raw. We kick things off with... Now, I gotta set this up real quick. So, we start off with all the tag teams in the ring. What the hell's happening? We have no idea. Then it's announced that the winner of this match will be the team captain of the Raw Tag Team Survivor Series team. So it's a battle royal, elimination battle royal to determine who will lead the SmackDown Tag Team division at Survivor Series. And in my head, I'm going, this doesn't matter because they're all going to be in the match anyways. You know, it's like I'm watching this match and go, and I tell myself, there's no way in hell not all these tag teams won't be in that match. You know what I'm saying? It's basically everyone in this match will be at Survivor Series. So it doesn't really matter. But regardless, the match happens, and not even 10 seconds in, Braun Strowman's music hits. He comes storming out, and then he completely obliterates everybody. He wipes out the entire Raw Tag Team division.
Keep up the good work, brother.
Thanks, Degrees. He wipes out the entire tag team division. Just like that. Without anybody putting up a fight. I mean, he got swarmed one good time, but then he just fought him off. So, look, we've seen this before. We've seen baby faces come out and annihilate a swarm, a big block of people. Super chats are coming in like crazy, y'all.
All right, for Stan.
Donate for Stan. Donate for Stan. For Stan Lee. So we've seen this before. We've seen it with Stone Cold Steve Austin many times. He would come out and stun everybody. Or come out swinging a steel chair. A stair. Yeah, one of the... Austin coming out, grabbing one of those steel steps, and just swinging them. That sounds kind of badass, actually. No, he came out swinging a steel chair. We've seen Big Show wipe out the entire SmackDown roster. We've seen Randy Orton RKO everybody inside the ring. We've seen Undertaker come out and chokeslam everyone. Kane come out and chokeslam everybody. Seeing someone like Braun Strowman wipe out everyone in the ring, or just annihilate a block of people, isn't out of the ordinary. Here's my issue with this. He did it to the tag team division. Why the tag team division? Why not just random people no one cares about? Jinder Mahal, Baron Corbin, random other people. Why the tag team division? The tag team division is already on life support. We already lost the Shield. Now what do we got? The B team? In terms of star power, the B team. Yes, Authors of Pain are the tag team champs, but they won't even be in the Survivor Series match. What the hell does Raw have in terms of tag teams? Oh, nobody? Okay, so let's send Braun Strowman out there to make them look even weaker than what they are. Like, it's one thing if it's just random smojos. People like X-Pac and Just Incredible and Tess getting steel chairs to the face and stunners. They'll be okay. They're good. But Revival, the Ascension, the B Team, the Lucha House Party. I don't even remember who else was in the goddamn match. Oh, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Literally the entire Survivor Series team. All of them just wiped out by one guy. Just like that. You wonder why people don't care. You wonder why people struggle to care about your shows. And then you dare to do this match again later on in the night. This is what really kills me about this match. They did this Battle Royal. to have Braun Strowman go out there, attack him, to help set up his segment with Stephanie McMahon, and then they did the match again later on, expecting us to care. So, you expect us to take this tag team division seriously after they were completely annihilated by Braun Strowman. And who's booking this again? I want to meet the guy who booked this and thought this was a good idea. If you're going to have Strowman annihilate an entire sea of men, an entire roster of men, can we not do it at the expense of people who are already struggling? Because I'm sorry, every time I see a tag team match on Raw now, I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm just like, y'all are chumps. Y'all suck. Oh yeah, Heath Slater and Rhino. Oh yeah, absolutely. Y'all suck. But whatever. There you go. I guess we can talk about the tag team battle royal later on. I think, was it Gable and Rude? Yeah, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable won the match. And it doesn't matter because they're going to choose everybody they beat. Let's see. So we need 5 tag teams, right? Okay. So Chad Gable, Bobby Roode, The Ascension, the B Team, the Revival, and then you can throw in Rhino and Heath Slater. There you go. Lucha House Party won't be there, but there you go. There you go. That's literally everybody that was in the match. I mean, same thing goes for SmackDown. I can't really be mad at Raw for it because SmackDown ain't that better either. But Lord have mercy. Why would anybody care about the tag team division now?
Oh, you didn't know.
Seriously, why would anybody care about the tag team division now? Why would anybody care? Do you? Because I don't. But whatevs. None of my business no more. Alright. Let's get to it. Braun Strowman, after he wipes out the entire tag team division, sits inside the middle of the ring. And he says he ain't going anywhere till someone gets these hands. And that's when Stephanie McMahon walks out. She tells Braun Strowman he cannot hold Raw hostage over being screwed out of the Universal Championship. She wants Strowman to channel that energy, that rage, to win the Survivor Series match for Team Raw and make Shane McMahon pay for disrespecting the Raw locker room by stealing the World Cup at Crown Jewel. Really? We're really basing this Survivor Series match around the world. Oh my God. Around the World Cup. Of all things to base this around. Okay? Because that's a good idea, right? It's not. Strowman looks past Stephanie's manipulation and demands Baron Corbin come out, telling her that he does not care about Raw or the Survivor Series team. Stephanie then decides to compromise. She gives Braun Strowman whatever he wants if he would compete on the Raw side of Survivor Series, the Survivor Series 5-on-5 match. And he said, okay, I want a match against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. I want a match against Baron Corbin, not himself. I want a match against myself, because I'm the only challenge for myself. I want a match against Baron Corbin where I decide what stipulation we fight in. I think that's it. That's basically it. And Stephanie's like, okay, fine. You get what you want, as long as you do what I say. So, before things could calm down, that's when Ronda Rousey comes out. Ronda rips the microphone out of Stephanie's hand and sends Becky Lynch a message. Sends Becky Lynch a message. I can speak English. Telling the crowd she really can't wait to show the man how it's really done. I love that nickname. The Man. It's so cool. But then she says she doesn't fear Becky. But she also doesn't feel like waiting for Survivor Series and goes to break Stephanie's arm. She's cut off by Baron Corbin's music. Lots of people's music hitting. Baron Corbin tries to calm the situation down, reminding people we have to get Raw's reputation back after losing the goddamn World Cup. Who cares about the goddamn World Cup? But then he gets slammed by Ronda Rousey, which I thought was cool. He goes to leave, and then Braun Strowman gets in the microphone and tells Corbin to enjoy his time as Stephanie's lapdog, because after Survivor Series, he's gonna get neutered. Ooh. Oh, man. So, that was the first segment. I thought the stuff with Braun Strowman and Stephanie was fine. I thought that was actually pretty good. Their interaction, I thought, felt natural. I thought Stephanie did a great job making him look strong, making him look dominant. Her trying to reel him in by giving him what he wants. Love that. Him getting what he wants. Manipulating Stephanie. I like how they flopped roles there to get what he wants. That was cool. Everything else with Ronda Rousey and Baron Corbin. Personally, I don't even think Ronda needed to be out there. Just kind of felt extra. You know what I'm saying? Kind of out of place. But I actually enjoyed some stuff with Stephanie. Go figure. Go figure. I actually enjoyed the segment with Stephanie McMahon. Holy crap. What year is this? Alright. Nothing else to really say about the opening segment. Next up, we see Tamina Snuka. Yeah. Her and Nia Jax. Heh! I said Nia Jax. Heh! Boy, you heard me. Heh! Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka go to the ring to fight Ember Moon. And Tamina Snuka, of all people, the jobber of jobbers, beat Ember Moon. Yes, she had help. She won by distraction, but she still beat Ember Moon. Why? This was a bad move all around. Ember has a lot of potential. More potential than either woman. And she's losing to them because, who knows, nepotism, some other thing that we're not thinking of. Yes, it was competitive, but my goodness. I don't like Nia Jax. I don't like Nia Jax. I hate the fact that she's on the Women's Survivor Series team and Ember Moon isn't. How the hell did Tamina Snuka get on the Women's Survivor Series team and Ember Moon didn't? How does that work? How do you have a Raw Women's Survivor Series team without one of the best talents in the women's division? Ember Moon, what is wrong with y'all? Like, seriously, I personally, and I even talked about this in one of my podcasts last week, I felt like Ember Moon was a shoo-in. Like, Nia Jax is whatever. Okay, fine. But I was thinking Mickie James, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Ruby Riott was actually a pick.
What's a name you would give for Tamina and Miz? Hey.
I have no idea. Don't get me started. I don't even care. And not to give me anything. Team Heh. That's what we're calling them. Team Heh. So Team Heh is on the Survivor Series team over one of the best talents like Ember Moon. And like I said, I personally would have had Ember Moon, Natalya. I would have had Sasha. I would have had, I guess you can put, well, I take that back. I guess you can put Ruby in there. And I guess you could throw in I can't speak English right now. Sasha or Bayley. Some combination of that. We could have done better. Because right now I look at this team and go, ew. Tamina Snuka, we'll get to that in just a second. But Tamina Snuka over Ember Moon. Huh? Tamina Snuka over Ember Moon. Huh? Tamina Snuka over Ember Moon. Anyways. What's the like count? How we doing on likes, people? Let me know. Alright. Corey Graves does an in-ring interview with Seth Rollins. Here we go. This was my favorite part of the entire episode of Raw. It wasn't even close. So Corey Graves mentions his first ever match. Rollins' first ever match against Shinsuke Nakamura. And it is his first ever match with him. He's never fought him before. First ever. First time in history. At Survivor Series, which is why I'm excited. And Rollins says, I don't give a damn about Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, thanks. Rollins? I mean, Nakamura is only one of the best Japanese wrestlers in the world right now, but thanks. He's playing into a story, but I'm just like, come on, man. Come on. But anyways, once again, Seth Rollins wants answers and demands it tonight, questioning if Ambrose is mad enough to come out and tell him. But that's when Dean Ambrose shows up on the Titantron via satellite. He's outside in the cold in front of it was a fire barrel. It was one of those barrels on fire that people use to warm up outside. He's sitting on a red car. Might be his car. Ambrose says he doesn't owe Rollins or his people anything. Us. We're his people. We're Rollins' people. I guess Rollins is the people's champion now? Okay, I'm cool with that. He lets loose Ambrose style, and cuts a great promo. I cannot repeat to you what he said word for word, but it was awesome. It was very Jon Moxley-esque. I liked it. He asked questions. He asked the questions whether it was something Rollins did wrong that made him attack him, or was Ambrose always the same guy all along? He was always a lunatic. He pulls out his shield vest and says his shield made him weak. Then covers that vest in gasoline and throws it into the fire barrel. And that was the end of the promo. That was, no pun intended, fire! That was awesome. Awesome promo all around. Love seeing him burn the... Oh my goodness. If I was to ever see Roman Reigns burn his shield vest, I'm just saying, I'd be like, I love it. Seeing Dean Ambrose burn that vest made me go, oh my goodness, yes. Yes! Move on from the shield! It was so liberating. It was so cool. And then seeing Rollins sell that so well, the look on his face was one distraught. He didn't have a single smile or a single hint of non-acting to him. He sold that like he saw his brother commit a horrible crime. And it was great. Really good acting. Really good stuff from Ambrose and Rollins. Easily the best program on Raw. Easily. The only reason why I'm still watching it. And we'll probably still review it after Survivor Series. Rollins and Ambrose are carrying Raw. I swear to Christ, if Rollins and Ambrose were not doing this feud, everybody say,
Dean's promo was intense, reminded me of his Jon Moxley days.
It did, man. I even liked the line at the end when Ambrose said, I need to move on from the past, and it's time I burn it down. A nice little zinger at Rollins taking his own line. That was really cool. Just an awesome promo. I can't bring myself to not continue to watch what they're doing with these two. They won't have a match in Survivor Series. Good. Hold that baby off until Royal Rumble. I think if we hold it off till Royal Rumble, we'll be good. That's what I think should happen. Personally, if I had it my way, I would do something where Ambrose attacked Rollins in December. He attacks him in December, and then we spend December, all of December, and a little bit of January, building up to their match at Royal Rumble. Really building that up. And if you really want to add some heat to it, I would have Dean Ambrose beat Rollins up so badly that he has to vacate the IC championship. Really send a message. And then maybe do a tournament where Dean Ambrose wins it and he's the new IC champion. And then we do Ambrose versus Rollins at Royal Rumble. That's what I would do. I think that's the match to do at Royal Rumble. That is the match to do at Royal Rumble. And then maybe we can do a couple of rematches going into WrestleMania. But we can get this to WrestleMania. Easily. For me, I wouldn't have these two touch. Well, look, okay. I wouldn't have them wrestle until Royal Rumble. Now, if you want to do something where Ambrose and Rollins were going to have a match and then something happens to Rollins, he gets attacked, or like an accident happens, and then we do this story, this angle where Rollins goes away for a couple of months until Royal Rumble. And that is how we built to it. I literally just laid out the booking of how to get Ambrose and Rollins to Royal Rumble. By the way, Ambrose wins the first match. And probably the match at WrestleMania. And then the big final match at SummerSlam is when Rollins beats him. That's what I would do. Okay, apparently Ultra Shadow got unmodded. Let me fix this real quick. Alright, I don't know what happened, Ultra Shadow, but I just fixed it for you. I don't know why he got unmodded, but that was weird. Hold on for a minute. Who else got? Anybody else get unmodded? That was weird. Oh, shoot. Thank you for that.
If you have Ambrose storyline, put Rollins on the shelf. I'm trying to hold this until WrestleMania. Slow build.
Yeah, man. That's what I would do. I need to hold this off until WrestleMania. Hold on, guys. I'm seeing someone in the chat tell me that was a fake account. Oh. Okay.
Maybe a repeat of HHH putting HBK through a car window.
We can do that too. So you get me. You get what I want. There's so many things we can do with this. Whatever you want to do. You can have Ambrose terrorize Rollins throughout the entire month of December, going to his house and mocking him and giving him trouble. And then as Rollins is recovering, we can have Ambrose cut promos throughout the entire month of December. And that's it. Just have him cut promos. Bro, there's so many things we can do. There's so many things we can do to get to WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. But that's what I would do. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for your suggestions. I like that. I like those 2 suggestions from my super chats. Let's move on. Again, the best feud on Raw right now. Hands down. Also, like check. How we doing on likes? How them likes looking, baby? Bye-bye, boy. Let's see here. Next up, we go from one awesome promoist to another awesome promoist. Drew McIntyre, a man that people consider to be the guy who should replace Roman Reigns as the guy, one of them. We see a recap package of Drew McIntyre obliterating, annihilating, destroying Kurt Angle last week in the main event. And then we hear Kurt Angle's music hit, and it's interrupted by Dolph Ziggler's record scratch, and then his theme song, which I thought was well done. That was cool. McIntyre comes out, gets on the microphone, and tells the audience, "He told you so, I told you so." He showed the audience once and for all that he means business. When he showed up, he was going to take over Raw. He said that. He said he was going to take over Raw. And he takes credit for breaking up the Shield And then he says he broke Kurt Angle. Drew says he took a national treasure and left him crying. He said Raw is his show now and refuses to allow any more nostalgia acts on his show. Like him already. That's when Finn Balor steps in and interrupts Drew. Balor wants retribution from last week, not just for attacking him, but for what he did to Kurt. He challenges McIntyre to a match. McIntyre accepts if he can beat Dolph Ziggler. And then McIntyre goes ahead to the outside, but then turns around and headbutts Finn Balor, knocks him down. And then we have Ziggler versus Finn Balor. Solid match. It went, I don't know, but I feel like Ziggler's matches are starting to blend together now. I don't really feel like they're standing out as much. Still a solid match. Just nothing feels different about Ziggler's matches anymore. Finn Balor wins after it's pretty cool. He counters one of Ziggler's collegiate wrestling roles into another collegiate wrestling role. It was really cool. So he rolls him up, pins him, gets the quick victory, and McIntyre is pissed off, furthering the eventual split up of McIntyre and Ziggler. Let's see here. Backstage after he won, Stephanie McMahon nominates Finn Balor to be a part of the Raw Survivor Series team. And of course, McIntyre and Ziggler don't like this, but then she says, look, y'all are team partners right now, but after Survivor Series is over, y'all can tear each other apart. Y'all can tear each other apart! And there you go. Ronda Rousey interview. Ronda Rousey says she's been learning arm bars all her life, and Becky doesn't know what she's in store for. Overall, good promo. Said some stuff here and there. And I liked it. It was good. Until Nia Jax walked in. Huh? I said Nia Jax walked in. Huh? You heard me. Huh? Nia Jax walked in and took the entire freaking joy out of the goddamn segment. Go away, Nia Jax. But that's okay. Because I got happy. I got real happy. Real happy when I saw Ruby Riott with a microphone. By the way, we're at 100 likes. We're almost close. Wait, no we're not. We're at 92 likes. 92 likes. 8 more to 100. Let's go. Like the bid. But Ruby Riott showed up with a microphone in hand, and my face lit it. Love Ruby Riott on the microphone. Ruby Riott is one of the most underrated talkers in the company. Not just NXT or WWE, in the company. So when I saw her with that microphone, I sat up like this. And I was like, hit me. You got my full attention. So she brings up destroying the glasses of Jim the Anvil Neidhart last week, which, look, if they were going to do something like this, they should have built it up a lot longer. Matter of fact, when Jim died, they should have introduced it then. But this glasses angle came out of nowhere. Bumble F nowhere. But okay, whatever. She basically brings up destroying the glasses and making Natalya cry. And then she does the whole bait and switch where she's pretending to be sad. Oh, poor Natalya. Why did I do what I did to you? And then she pulls an Alexa Bliss and said, because I liked it. Essentially, she says she understands the backlash she received as she destroyed the happy memories of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and she loved it. She wanted Natalya to show real emotion and feel what the Riot Squad has felt. I can't speak. Scratching, clawing their way to the top. Then she says Neidhart wore those glasses because he was ashamed to look at his own daughter. Ruby can cut a promo, man! Natalya hits the ring afterwards and attacks Ruby, but gets swarmed by the Riot Squad. They lay her out with the heart attack too, which I thought was the way it was set up was kind of. But I like the idea of them laying her out with the heart attack. That was actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and skip. Let's skip all the way to the Survivor Series women's announcement. So it was later announced that evening that the following women would be on the Survivor Series team for the women on Raw: Mickie James, Natalya, Nia Jax, Tamina, and, well, maybe I shouldn't spoil that one yet. I'm gonna save that. But those four, and those of you who watch Raw, you already know. But it's not gonna take that long. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable won the Battle Royal. We already know about that. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out to talk about beating AJ Styles. And Paul Heyman says Lesnar wants to beat Styles because people believe in Styles. And Lesnar always wants to crush people they believe in. The fans believe in. He needs to beat Styles. He has become the guy that he wants to beat the most. And then Jinder Mahal came out. And I went, oh God. Jinder freaking Mahal showed his ugly face with his woosah. Woosah. And my goodness. Watching Brock Lesnar manhandle, hurl around, basically toss the bodies of the Singh brothers like dodgeball across the ring, and watching them flip and fumble, bro, I was laughing my butt off. I loved it. He tossed one of them so high, that boy got, he went like a freaking angle, like he's like a rainbow, just, it was crazy. He tossed them around like they were nothing, like they were paper. Paper. It was ridiculous. Redonkulous. So, and I think that's about it. And then he F5'd Jinder Mahal on the outside because nobody cared. This was gonna be our. Think about this. This match was supposed to be our main event of Survivor Series last year. It ended up being Styles versus Lesnar, but it was going to be at first Mahal versus Lesnar. I'm just going to leave it on that. After you saw the segment, you'll know how funny that is. Bobby Lashley and Elias had a promo together. So we see Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush inside the ring, and Lio Rush is talking this man up. Look at the physique of Lashley, and Lashley is just posing and posing and posing and posing. Brother, da, crowd. Okay, no more. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that right now. But he was posing. And Lio Rush was like, look at that body. Look at that body. Look at that body. Look at that. I'm sorry. That man was talking up his body like it was, I mean, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm just joking. He's posing, and then he shows everybody his favorite pose. Bobby Lashley proceeds to bend over, show his behind, his rear behind, and smack it. And I told myself, I don't know what he's trying to get us to do. I don't want to join anybody's Kiss My Ass Club. But regardless, that's not PG. I guarantee, I bet money when Lashley got backstage, he got yelled at. I promise you when Lashley got backstage, he was yelled at. I don't care. Lashley! I'm loving this. I am loving Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley. I love the gig. I love the angle. I love what they're doing. It's awesome. You know what's even more awesome? You want to know how we go from that to something even better? We hear a guitar strum. Bring. And out walks Elias. and the crowd singing, "Oh, walk with the liars. Oh, what?" I'm happy we're doing that now. That's pretty cool. And he gets on the cell phone. And he goes, "Hello, I am Alyx. Is this Child Protective Services? I think I found a lost child inside the ring." Yo! He manhandled Lio Rush in the microphone. And Lio Rush ain't no punk in terms of microphone skills, but he manhandled him on the microphone. Oh my goodness. And then he talked about Bobby Lashley showing his butt to the kid. He said it was kind of weird, man. He tore them a new one on that cell phone. Basically saying Bobby Lashley kidnapped the kid. Oh God. I can't. He basically tore them a new one. Elias is awesome as a babyface. He's just amazing. Gets inside the ring. They have a match. And then Elias loses because Lio Rush grabs his foot on the outside and Bobby Lashley wins. Because he got screwed over, though, Elias grabs Lio Rush and tosses him to the outside, and he goes crashing into Bobby Lashley. But yes, Bobby Lashley is the final member of the Raw Men's Survivor Series team. So it is for Team Corbin, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, McIntyre, Ziggler, and Strowman. Not bad. Not bad at all. Main event was Sasha versus Bayley. You heard me right. Main event was Sasha versus Bayley. So some of y'all are thinking, so is this to blow off to their feud? You know, a feud they've been building up for years. The blow up to their feud is a placement in the Survivor Series team. And the thing is, they were having a really good match. It's almost like if Sasha and Bayley got proper TV time and a platform, they could have one of the best female matches of all time. Oh, wait! They already did it. I'm so sick and tired of them misusing Sasha and Bayley. I just want them to leave. Seriously, I want Bayley and Sasha to go, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're done. I want Sasha and Bayley to go straight up to WWE headquarters and flip off Vince McMahon and go, screw you. We quit. Seriously, because they're being disrespected. I'm tired of it. Their match didn't even have a finish. They were doing really good stuff, and then they get attacked by Alexa Bliss's lackeys. Yeah. They get attacked by Nia Jax, Tamina Snuka, and Mickie James. By the way, some of you just went, I thought Nia Jax hated Alexa Bliss. I thought that too. But apparently since she turned heel, oh, they're buddies again now. Well, they're heels, so they get along very well. Okay. All that happened. Sasha and Bayley get beat up. And then the final girl to be a part of Team Raw's Women's Survivor Series team is Ruby Riott. You went through all this. You did Sasha and Bayley. And then you were just going to give the spot to Ruby Riott anyways. If they would have ended the show with this, I would have crapped on this show very badly. I was about ready to take a big steaming piss on this show. But then we got that ending. And oh my goodness, did that ending save Raw. Because it went from being a very forgettable, blasé show to something I was actually pleased with. I thought the ending segment was amazing. Now some of you are wondering, okay, what happened? So, as soon as the Raw Women's Survivor Series team is made. Okay, we got a super chat coming in. I saw that.
Did you hear that Cody Rhodes is injured knee?
Oh, he is? Is that why he gave up the NWA Championship? Because he got hurt? Well, there you go. It is what it is. But what was I gonna say? So, as soon as the Raw's Women's Survivor Series team was cleared and set, we go backstage to Ronda Rousey's locker room, and we see Becky freaking Lynch hooking the disarmer, that arm breaker, on her, and making her scream and squirm. And we had officials going back there telling Becky to break the hold, break the hold, break the hold. And then she breaks the hold, and Ronda's on the floor whimpering, my arm, my arm, my arm. The last person that did this was Holly Holmes. Why you do this, Becky? She wasn't doing all that. But Becky, laid her out. Then she decides to go to the ring. And apparently Raw had Becky Lynch's music queued up. Oh my god. Whatever. But Becky Lynch goes out to the ring. And she's going to face all the women on the Raw Survivor Series team. And I was just like, okay, let's go. Let's go. And then she gets midway to the ring.
To quote Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, screw you continuity.
Seriously. But she gets midway to the ring, and then we see the entire SmackDown women's locker room storm the ring and beat everybody. Piss, point, blank, beat down. Point, blank, beat down. It was amazing. Charlotte and Lana and Naomi and Asuka and Carmella and the Icons. Iconic! And all of them was beating everybody down. And I loved it. It was great. But then somewhere in the middle of that beatdown, Becky Lynch busts her nose. She gets a little busted nose. And this busted nose becomes a lot worse than we thought, because blood just goes everywhere on her face. It's here. It's on her hand, it's down her arm, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Why is there a massacre inside the ring? Who died? But someone busted her nose really badly. So Becky Lynch started walking around the ring with a bloody nose, a bloody nose. And then she gets a chair, sees Ronda Rousey coming to the ring, and beats up Ronda Rousey with a steel chair. And then all the women from SmackDown and Becky go up into the crowd and walk away, bragging about, we got one on ya. And we see Ronda seething in rage. It was awesome. Awesome ending. Awesome ending. More than ever now, I hope Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey close the Survivor Series. I hope they close it. I think they should close it. I don't think any other program has any more hype than this match. There is not a single match I am more hyped for than Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. This needs to close Survivor Series. It won't, but it should close. I like AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. I'm okay with the Survivor Series teams. I'm in love with Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. But nothing has me more hyped about Survivor Series than Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. That needs to close the show. If you're going to test the waters with women in the main event, do it here. Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. Come on. By the way, Becky was adored. Becky was loved. Becky Lynch stole the show. She stole the show on Raw tonight. She was the show on Raw tonight. She made the show. The man made the show tonight. She was awesome. I loved everything Becky did. This is the best thing I've ever seen Becky do. Man. Tell you what. I'm excited.
Raw will retaliate tomorrow night, calling it now.
Oh. Stevie Wonder can call that, buddy. Raw will come and invade SmackDown tomorrow night. And blah, 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 blah. Ronda Rousey's going to get her beat down back, and then it's up to Survivor Series. We know how this works. But man, what an ending. That was a great ending. But overall, in terms of the opening, some other crap, and I really do mean some other crap, Raw was It was decent. It was decent. I thought the ending really helped it out. The stuff with Dean Ambrose and Rollins was also amazing. Although, again, Rollins and Ambrose still had my favorite segment of the night. The stuff they did with Becky, though, was... the stuff with Braun Strowman and Stephanie was good. Solid match between Ziggler and Balor. The stuff with Drew McIntyre, that was good. Again, we got some good stuff on here, but then we got Nia Jax and Tamina, and then the tag team division on Raw is absolute garbage now. And it's like we get some good stuff, but then we get some dumb things. Like what they did with Sasha and Bayley. It's just like, oh my god. Who's writing this crap? But yeah, decent show. How you guys feel about Raw? Talk to me. How we feel about Monday Night Raw? What are your opinions? Leave it down below. Leave it down below. Leave it down below in the comment section. Leave it down below. Leave it down below. Leave it down below in the comment section. Alright, so before I get out of here, let me get some comments in. Let me read what you guys are talking about. By the way, what's the likes? We got a like check. How them likes looking? Let's see here. BW Rosa, ending of Raw spoiled outcome of Becky and Ronda on Sunday. No, it didn't, because Ronda's going to get her back tomorrow. More than likely, I still think, well, I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win until tomorrow in my preview. But what everybody thinks is going to happen isn't going to happen. I'm just letting you know that now. Bill Smith, it was Nia who busted Becky. Of course it was. I hate Nia so much. I hate Nia. Oh, we're at 115? Good stuff, guys. So 85 more likes and we'll be at 200. Let's reach the goal. Levier Santos, I didn't watch Raw, but I might watch Ronda versus Becky this Sunday. Dude, watch Survivor Series as a whole. I recommend you watch Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver War Games. I'm going to say that in my preview. Watch both shows. They do a good job of giving you good cards. You should reward them with your viewership. Let's see here. The big dog is going to end in a DQ or draw. I seriously doubt that. The Z King. Still can't believe Nia and Tamina are on the team over Sasha and Bayley. I'd even take Logan and Morgan over Nia and Tamina. Tamina. Kansas City was a great crowd. They were alright. They were good. They were good. Alright. Actually, I'll give it to them. They were actually pretty good. Not as good as Houston, but they were pretty good. I'm guessing AOP, Rollins, and Ronda and the Raw men's team will win Raw. Raw wins 4-3. We'll see. I think SmackDown's taking this one. Or do I? We'll have to see. Tomorrow night on my preview. Let's see. The card for SS is looking pretty sexy. I can't lie. Oh, man. Survivor Series looks good. Looks really good. The only match that I do not like is that tag team match. I'm just like, please be on the pre-show. Please put that on the pre-show. If there was ever a time for the tag team division to be on the pre-show, it's now, because godly, that match looks bad. And I think the Cruiserweight match should be on the main show. Open up Survivor Series with Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. Please. Please open it up with the Cruiserweight Championship. Do I really care about AOP in the bar? Kinda, believe it or not. We'll talk about that tomorrow. BW Rosa. This concept of Survivor Series being bragging rights 2.0 needs to be fixed and stop running continuity. Actually, we need to get something straight. Survivor Series isn't copying off bragging rights because bragging rights copied off of Survivor Series. Survivor Series did the whole brand versus brand thing first before bragging rights did. Bragging rights is the dumbest pay-per-view ever. It should have never existed. That was stupid, that was dumb, and it took away from Survivor Series. I'm happy they got rid of it. So it's everyone saying it's bragging rights 2.0. No! Survivor Series was the original bragging rights. Bragging rights should never have been existing. Ever. One of the stupidest concepts I've ever thought of. Here we go. Trying to make me look crazy because to delete my comments. Who's deleting your comments, dude? I ain't deleting your comments. Anthony Ace, Bianca Belair should beat Ronda too. She's on the Ted. Say it with me. Bianca Belair is on the Ted. One more time. Bianca Belair is what? On the feet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ted, boy! My girl. My girl. Let's see. Christian. You guys are awesome. They even did it in the live chat. One more time. One more time. She is on the feet. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. 10, boy! I'm done. I'm having fun. Look at the live chat. I love y'all so much. Live chat is going crazy right now. One more time. She is on the feet. 10, boy! Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. Alright. That's enough. Alright, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Screw it. One more time. One more time. And then I'll get out. So, again, subscribe, like the video, get it to 200. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back up here tomorrow for my preview. But one more time. Let's go out strong. Your boy, the Alyx Man, signing off. Representing Bianca Belair, who is on the feet. Oh, 10, boy! I like it. I'm out of here.